Here. Welcome back to another episode of Summertime. Today I'm going to be planning for a dinner with friends. I'm making a 3-course meal, so let me go ahead and introduce her. Adalia, come on in. This is my friend Adalia, everyone.
Hi.
So I'm just going to go through the menu with you a little bit today. So we're making a bruschetta, which is a French baguette with some tomatoes on top with a little bit of balsamic and olive oil. Super simple, really good, some basil to finish. And then for our second course, we're doing a sweet Italian sausage tagliatelle pasta. And then we're gonna have a strawberry rhubarb with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I'm very excited. So while I go ahead and get started on this, do you mind helping me finish setting the table? Of course. Thank you. Okay, everyone, so let me give you a rundown of our ingredients. So, in this plate right here is our dessert plate. We have our rhubarb, our sugar, our cornstarch, our vanilla bean paste, our strawberries. And then over here we have our flour, butter, salt, more sugar, brown sugar, and oats. The ingredients and the measurements will be right here. That is for our dessert, which I'm going to start with because it does have to bake. And then I'll give you the rundown of the rest of the ingredients when it comes to that. So let's get started. Okay, everyone, so the first thing I'm going to work on is our strawberry rhubarb. So I'm going to get all of these ingredients. And then I just want to mix everything together. I cut my strawberries into quarters and my rhubarb into about 1/4-inch pieces. And I want it to look just like this. Beautiful. Set this aside and I'm gonna get my emulsion blender, open it up, and I'm going to put in my salt. You want to put basically everything in this blender except for the oats because you don't want those to break down too much. And I have all that in here. When you hear that click, that's when you can start it. If not, it'll go everywhere. And I'm gonna press number 2. Make sure everything's well combined. Okay, I think that's just where I want it to be. I think it's at a really good place. And now I'm just going to get a bowl and I'm going to dump all this crumble into the bowl. Going to add in our oats and just stir it up like this. You want all those lumps. All those lumps hold all of that good flavor. Well, not flavor, but all that good sweetness. All those pockets of brown sugar and butter. That's what you want because that's what's going to give your crumble its texture. So when it bakes off in the oven, it'll have those lumps and all that butter is going to melt down into the rhubarb and the strawberry. And then it'll also have a good, nice, crunchy topping to enjoy with your ice cream. Now I'm going to get 2 ramekins. I'm going to butter these, come back to you guys, and start layering it to put into the oven. Okay guys, so I'm back, and I've let this rhubarb, the sugar, the vanilla, the cornstarch, and the strawberries sit for a second, and now you see this thick, sugary, just juice at the bottom of the bowl. It's gonna be just so good once it all bakes down. I think that it can actually fit into 1 ramekin, so I'm just gonna start layering it in and see how it goes from there. This looks beautiful. all that nice yummy sauce. I'm just evening it out a little bit. So now I'm going to get our crumble. I'm going to layer it over the top. You most likely won't use all of it, but that is okay. I really want to pack it all in there because I think that the crust is the best part when it all bakes down with the strawberries and the rhubarb. I'm gonna get a paper towel and I'm just gonna clean off my sides because I don't want any sugar or any of the butter that's on the sides to burn. So now that your rhubarb and your topping is all into one ramekin, I'm going to put this onto a foiled sheet pan just in case it boils over, so there is no leakage in your oven. And I'm going to go ahead and put this into the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes. And once it's golden brown, at 350 degrees. And I'm gonna clean up my station and start working on our tagliatelle and our bruschetta. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna work on my bruschetta. I have this beautiful, fresh baked baguette from my local store, or it's actually a French bakery. And I'm going to get my bread knife and just cut at a diagonal. If you're a kid, please get parent supervision or have an adult do this for you. Okay guys, so I cut up all my bread into about 1/2 inch slices. I'm gonna get my handy dandy olive oil and just oil my parchment paper. Lay my bread, my baguette, down. Ooh, I made the perfect amount. Beautiful. And I'm gonna oil the tops just so that it gets a nice brown color in the oven. Yum. And now I'm going to start working on my tomatoes. I have my beautiful tomato here, fresh from my local Italian market. I'm going to cut off both ends of my tomato, or the butts per se. And I'm just going to cut it in half. So I think that the big tomato pieces are very nice on top of the bread with all of that beautiful olive oil and balsamic sauce. If the skin is a little tough, you can actually flip it upside down and that has an easier cut. That's a little trick I learned. So now guys that I have my tomatoes all into a big bowl, I'm going to get some basil. Lots and lots of basil. Just a whole bunch of basil. Just tear it up. Beautiful big pieces. Rinse it off. Give it a big rough chop. So I want those big pieces in there. And now I have some onions. I have half of a red onion, about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna mix that all up. Oh my God, guys, this smells incredible. Okay, so now I have my olive oil. I need a lot of olive oil, guys, because you want all that good sauce. Yum. And I'm gonna get some white balsamic vinegar. You can also use the regular one, but I thought that white was nicer because I don't like when the tomatoes look too dark. I think that the brighter it is, the better. So I like the white balsamic vinegar because I feel like it brings a brighter and a better shine to the tomatoes. I'm gonna add a good amount of salt. It might seem like a lot, but there is a lot of tomato in there. And then I'm gonna add in some fresh cracked black pepper. A lot of black pepper. Adalia, do you like your things spicy? Okay, so we're gonna add a lot of black pepper. That nice little kick. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the topping of tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and check on the French bread. It's almost done, it's really close, maybe about 5 more minutes. And so while that's happening, I'm going to clean up and get ready to work on our tagliatelle. Yeah. Okay guys, so I just put on a big pot of boiling water, not just, a little while ago, just so it can start getting hot. I'm going to add in a ton of olive oil and a ton of salt because that water has all of the flavor. And then I went to Italy and I got these good fresh tagliatelle noodles, 4 bunches of them, beautiful. And I'm just gonna boil them fresh. They take such a quick amount of time. I mean, maybe 2 to 4 minutes max. I mean, look at that, guys. This is just so fresh and delicate, so tasty. I'm very excited. So while that is over here boiling this water, I'm going to get my wok, which is my favorite thing to cook in right now. I just absolutely love it. And I'm going to get my onions and garlic, add a little bit of olive oil. Hey Adalia, can I have your help in here?
Hey.
So Adalia is gonna help me stir up these onions and this garlic. So you just want to do circular motions, just like this. You want to make sure that the garlic and onions are cooking evenly, just like this. And you kind of want to cook them until the onions get clear. Just keep on mixing it. Try to keep the onions in the center of the pot, in the center of the pan, because that's where all the heat is. Okay, so while that's cooking, I'm going to be over here checking on our bread containing our tomatoes, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Okay guys, so our water is boiling, our onions are sauteed. Thank you very much, Adalia. I'm going to add in our beautiful pre-cooked sausage. I fried this up earlier. I just want to give it a little more color. Just throw it in there. Yum, that looks so good, guys. Okay, so while that is going, I'm going to add in our pasta. Ooh, I'm about to add in about 3 bundles of pasta. Because everything is pretty much ready to go, all done. I'm actually going to go ahead and add in all the pasta. I just feel like the more the merrier, you know? This should cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. It's fresh pasta, so it doesn't need a lot of time. I like my pasta a little al dente, so I'm going to keep on checking it as we go along. Okay, that's diced and fried up. I'm going to add in our tomatoes. And on top of this, I'm going to add in some of our tomato sauce. You can get any particular sauce you like in the jar. You just throw that in there. Add your seasoning, salt and pepper. Very simple. You don't need too much salt because the sausage is already pretty salty, and then you also have your salted water. in some heavy cream. Some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna check on our pasta. I'm gonna take our pasta out right now. I'm gonna turn off the fire on the back.
Looks so good. Thank you.
So our fresh bread just came out the oven. I'm just gonna lay it onto this tray right here. And I'm going to pile on this tomato. Okay guys, I'm just gonna spoon over a little bit of the sauce on each piece of bread. I'm gonna get some more fresh basil. Okay guys, so this is the final product of our bruschetta. I am very pleased with how it came out. I'm going to go ahead and plate our pasta into a really big bowl and do family style, bring it to the table, and show you the final product and the video there. Okay guys, so my meal is all ready and complete, and now it's time to dig in and eat, but I'm going to sign off here so we can enjoy our meal. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Summertime. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, comment for more video ideas you guys want me to do, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description, and for the recipes, they'll be on the screen next to when I'm preparing them, and they'll also be in the description box below if you guys didn't quite catch it in the video. And yeah, thank you Adalia for coming and cooking and eating with me. And yeah, love you guys, bye. Mwah. I'm hungry, Genevieve.
I'm hungry, Mama. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I mean, it kind of hits.
Whoa, hey,
yeah, hey. Okay, guys, it's a wrap.